Have you ever wondered if your resort or hotel has the same environmental responsibilities as a factory? Or thought that because your property looks like paradise, it couldn't possibly be on the EPA's radar? The truth might surprise you. The same rules that apply to industrial facilities can apply to resorts too, especially when fuel tanks, generators, boilers, and pool chemicals are involved. But the good news? Staying in compliance with regulations doesn't have to be complicated. In this video, we'll break down the biggest environmental programs that apply to resorts and hotels and what you can do to stay out of trouble and keep your operations stress-free. Hi there, I'm Doug Rulin from RMA, your environmental experts. Here at RMA, we've helped resorts, hotels, and destination properties across the country understand and manage their environmental compliance programs without disrupting guests or operations. And before we go too far, just know this: if you ever need a hand sorting out what applies to your property, you can always reach out to us here at RMA. All right, let's dive in. First up, fuel tanks and generator fuel tanks. Most resorts have them, whether it's for maintenance vehicles, heating oil, or emergency power use. If your total above ground storage capacity hits 1,320 gallons or more, and there's even a chance that a spill could reach water or storm drain, the EPA's SPCC rule applies. That stands for Spill Prevention, Control, and Countermeasure. You'll need an SPCC plan that spells out how your property prevents fuel spills, contains them if they happen, and keeps oil out of the environment. Now that plan isn't just paperwork, it's your safety net. Without it, you're exposed to fines and the stress of not having a plan in place if something goes wrong. At RMA, we help resorts and hotels determine whether the SPCC rule applies, prepare or update their plans, and train staff so compliance becomes second nature. Now let's talk about air permitting, something many resorts may not realize they need. If you've got backup generators, boilers for heating pool water or guest areas, or even large kitchen exhaust systems, you might fall under federal or state air permit programs. For example, the EPA's RICE rules, short for Reciprocating Internal Combustion Engines, regulate most standby generators. They require basic maintenance, record keeping, and sometimes notification to your air agency. Boilers may also need permits depending upon their size and fuel type. Even if your systems only run occasionally or on an emergency basis, those rules may still apply. RMA helps resorts identify what's covered, manage any necessary permitting, and set up simple compliance logs so everything runs smoothly and you're always inspection ready. Now, let's move on to waste management. Most resorts generate some amount of hazardous or universal waste, things like leftover paints, spent solvents, used oil, fluorescent bulbs, or pool chemicals. The trick is knowing your generator status and handling those wastes properly. That means labeling, storage, and disposal all have to meet EPA standards. Universal waste like bulbs and batteries have simpler rules, but they still require labeling and recycling through approved vendors. RMA helps resorts combine hazardous and universal waste programs into one easy integrated system your maintenance and housekeeping teams can actually follow. Another big one, EPCRA Tier II reporting. If your resort stores chemicals like fuels, cleaning products, pool treatment chemicals, or refrigerants, you might be required to submit an annual Tier II report. These reports tell local emergency responders what's on your property, so they're prepared if something happens. Many resorts trigger reporting from just storing diesel fuel or chlorine. It's a simple process, but missing it or filing incorrect information can lead to fines. RMA helps resorts track chemical inventories and file their Tier II reports on time, every time. Now, beyond those four major areas, SPCC, air, waste, and EPCRA reporting, there are a few other things worth knowing about. Things like stormwater permitting for maintenance areas or golf courses, underground storage tank regulations, water system compliance for private wells, or asbestos and lead paint management if you're renovating older buildings. Even refrigerant management rules can apply for large HVAC systems. Each of these carries its own inspection, training, and reporting requirements, and when they stack up, it can feel overwhelming. But that's exactly where RMA can make life easier for you. We can help you pinpoint what really applies to your property, streamline your programs, and keep compliance simple. From SPCC plans and air permits to staff training and ongoing support, we make sure everything runs smoothly and stays inspection ready. If you're not sure which regulations apply or just want peace of mind that nothing's slipping through the cracks, reach out to us here at RMA. We'll come visit your site, review your programs, and create a clear plan to keep you compliant with environmental regulations and stress-free. Even Paradise has paperwork, and RMA will help you handle it the right way.